I don't know if you caught that at the end of the trailer, but the Eternals DLC is
Not sure about that.
tomorrow. That is amazing news for Metro Exodus fans, eh?
I completely agree, but now, if games have the power to bring people together, then this next title is the glue to a family of fans. Unlike any other.
That's right. Gears of War is a
Yay.
Friends, family friends.
Gears friends.
Friends.
communities anywhere in video games.
Supportive
So let's
community?
take a look at how Gears has gone beyond the games and built unbreakable bonds of family all over the world.
So it's a little bit mixed.
Ah, up north.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Yay.
Many believe that Gears of War has what it takes to be one of the most successful.
Ah, good times.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Good
it's like the old
times.
days.
Since day one,
Crazy.
And I just built that strong bond, just like Dom and Marcus did.
Going to the shop,
Yeah.
buying a game,
Back in the day, queuing
meeting
up
all
a
the
game,
nerds.
mid-light launch. Being the only girl in the queue. Everyone's like, what's she doing here?
I'm the only girl in the village.
I just meant back when girls didn't really play so much.
And Baird and Dom go
Showing my
through all
age.
the trials and tribulations that they have, and now there's this new generation, and the fans get to grow with the characters.
We're basically minutes away before going on stage in front of millions of people and introduce the world to Gears 5.
Damn, I forgot my Jordans.
People really give Gears its due for the influence it's had on modern video games.
It felt like you were playing a game, but you were also watching a movie.
It's Cliff.
No.
Gears fan base is like the most passionate fan base I've ever been exposed to.
They're so warm and welcoming.
Oh, there was Embry. Woohoo! Embry making a
A
feature.
wild Embry.
To begin with.
Whether
Love
you're
it.
the story or the characters or the camaraderie, it's just constantly giving fans something to care about.
You're a goddamn cow! A cow! And you can tell when a game has a little bit of magic in it, because there's something about it that pulls you in, that makes you go, oh, that is so cool. I've never wanted a game to come out this badly.
There's nothing else like that.
And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
Woo! Come on, Cherry Bar.
My goodness. Graham, legitimate chills. Trying not to tear up. Trying not to tear up.
Gears
But,
community is so special.
oh, I mean, I think we got
I tear up on the wait times on
And
lobbies.
now it's come to the time in the
Be
show
positive.
that you have all been waiting for. A first look at Gears 5 Horde mode.
Yes!
Horde. Horde fans,
Me.
sit down.
Here now is the
It's your time.
world premiere trailer.
I
All
like
these
Horde.
pins, look.
Horde mode.
Horde mode.
Give it to me, come on. Use your ultimates to destroy. Airstrike. X-ray, nice.
You shoot for
I
walls.
was gonna say shooting through walls.
Now you don't.
Like, oh, that's awesome, going invisible, I like that. Reminds me of Shatara from Thundercats.
Hijack Jack.
Oh, so you can hijack other enemies, that's pretty awesome.
That'd be good if you can hijack the swarm rack.
Weapons lockers.
Berserker.
Huh?
That's Berserker. Or Swarm Zerker.
Just looking for new enemies. That's pretty scary.
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
That was-
I'm not sure
whoa.
they're shooting through walls. Did we go green?
That was like the Brothers to the End trailer, where they're in the middle.
The cloaking thing was cool. I want to be like that Shatara from Thundercats when she used to be
Might
like
actually
invisible.
make me play Horde.
I'm never gonna stop clapping. Just how we like it. Just clap like the next segment.
Segment. Freudian
Getting a
slip.
bit cut. He's like, oh.
But before we bring the coalition to the stage,
So what was Jack doing? He was hijacking enemies, but then also it looked like he was doing something
You
with
can control them,
Marcus.
so you can control the enemies, and then they could turn on their end. Turn on the swarm.
I'm Katarina.
The Coalition.
Coalition Studio. Today I'll be talking with studio head
Katarina!
and multiplayer design director Ryan Cleveland about the upcoming Gears 5 Horde mode. Just being here at the studio, you can
bit
really
Halo-y,
feel the
isn't it?
excitement and the passion that went into this game and this mode. So let's go check it out.
We always talk about co-op as cake and not icing, that co-op is central to what it is to be Gears. And so I feel like Horde is sort of a really large expression of that with 5-player co-op.
Cancel
That's
ability.
like Beast mode,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Controlling the
Controlling
swarm.
the things.
Be like Beast.
Like a mixture of the two, almost. Ryan!
Long live Vectus
what people look
with
back
that jumper.
on as the defining defensive game mode through all of games. It was the idea that you were going to be doing this as an endurance run, as a 3-hour epic experience.
3 hour if you're lucky
and
once you
a
got to
mode,
like insane.
Without any cutscenes, without any character development, without any story, had to hold people's attention for 3 hours.
Yeah, did though, blatantly. Hours.
And with Gears 5, what we feel that we've done really is almost the complete realization of what Gears 2 set out to be.
Look at those Astros looking sexy.
So there's basically characters used to be just defined by the weapons they carried, and you were all the same. You just looked kind of different, and because you all could carry the same weapons. But now every character has its own ultimate ability, its own special ability it can bring to the game that changes how you play.
You could look over.
See, I kind of want that. Yeah.
Trying to gather power. And you
Hope
know
that's not
she
on
has an
multiplayer.
ability to turn herself invisible, so you don't need to worry if she gets in a tough fight.
There's also a really big thing called taps now, which are these energy geysers that show up around the map. Because generally, once you find in Horde, you would like lock in on a particular place and you would defend from that place for the entire 50 waves.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be a bit
in order
different
to get
then.
as much power as possible, to get as strong as possible, you actually have to like move and expand your base to go and capture those energy taps.
That's pretty
And every
cool as
10
well. You
waves,
do
once
get a little
hit that
bit
boss, a new energy tap appears
bored.
and you have to go and capture it. So it's really changed the dynamic where
That's
now
quite
it's
quite
much
cool.
more aggressive.
So
than
you're
it
not
was
like
in the
getting
past.
bored of that kind of
For the
same
first time,
location.
your character will start
That's
with
Sarah
all the
Connor.
cards that they've already equipped,
Ah,
but
yeah.
they will then increase the power of those cards and increase the power of their core abilities over the course of the game, and that progression is then reset and you can do it again the next game. And this means that every game feels fresh if you can try it. A different combination of perks that work with your cards in a specific way.
Seeing people make a certain
That's
build, like, here's a
interesting.
cape build, I use these cards with these perks, and here's a Dell build, and I think it will be really exciting to see them mix and match and see these different playstyles come together.
One of the things that we've done that is subtle but super important is that whenever you pick up power, which is the currency in Horde, that power gets equally distributed amongst everyone. And that means that if you see some power on the ground, everyone will want
That's
to
so
pick it up.
good. Those idiots who just used to like
And
pick
then
it
you
up
do
and then
that
just
stuff
never
together.
share
The
it.
accountants.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing? Go and
Bosses
deposit
and
the
mini
power.
bosses, and so there's little feedback mechanisms, and it allows you to play differently.
That's the Halo character.
Now I can
Yeah,
see that
Halo
the mini
looking-
bosses
that's
on
pretty
very
cool,
little
actually.
health, so I can go like, I'm gonna get aggressive because I know I can do it, or I can see, oh, they still have a lot, so I'm gonna hold back.
To take
I like that having the
characters
power bar as
and
well.
push
Sometimes
them
you're like,
even
how many?
further,
Yeah.
we've
How many more
added
shots
Oh,
do
look,
we
this is
need?
the room where the magic
character
happens,
inside.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the sexy
Yes.
room.
One of the most pivotal roles on the battlefield.
Where Dana and
So what's this?
Liam get it on.
Look, Jack.
Fly anywhere on the map. He
Nice.
moves really quickly, faster than anybody else. He can heal people, repair things. Really, he's the jack of all trades, and you really want him to be your best buddy. Over time, we're going to add new characters, and with each character we add, the meta will change. We will have different combinations of strengths. We'll have different team compositions that will be beneficial to certain kinds of players.
Send me that
Every time we
jumper.
add a new
I
character,
want
I
it.
know, I want that
I want that
jumper.
jumper.
I want it.
What
Step
we
and
hope
knife.
to see is the Horde community come together to explore this space and show us what the best combination of characters is.
Sarah Connor looks cool.
Yeah,
So that
Sarah
idea
Connor
of
looks
finding
awesome.
5 people who know how to balance the classes and know how to balance the characters and know.
As I
what
say,
the
everyone's going to be
objective is and what
posting,
you're
aren't they?
trying
Like,
to do, and everybody's
what's their
playing
best way they
together in
found,
lockstep
and
with each other. There's nothing more special than having that alignment and succeeding on that goal.
they're so good with the power though. I'm like so happy about that.
The most
It's awesome.
intense,
Steph will be
engaging,
happy.
action-oriented,
I will be happy.
fierce, epic defensive
people
mode
that used
there
to get it
is
would
in
just
video games.
I really
collect
like that
it.
Horde creates a dependency where you work together as a team, and you can be successful kind of, lone wolfing it, but not as successful as coming together. It's sort of our motto for the studio. We always say, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And that's true for Horde as well.
It's been so exciting to
It
be
looks
here
really
today.
awesome, to be fair. I'm quite excited to play
that's
that.
good.
I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Horde mode and all the new features. If
Oh,
you're a
not
Game
long,
Pass
I'm so
subscriber,
excited.
You can get Gears 5 on September 6th.
So ready for some
For
new
everyone else, the game
with
will be
Gears.
available on September 10th.
Woohoo! Like a dime, round of applause.
There's Ryan and Rod sitting there. Oh look, Cuphead. Insert coin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, guys.
I like Rod's t-shirt.
Oh,
though.
Rod's got some Jordans on. Good man.
They look nice.
Jordan 30s.
Can you tell us a little bit more about
Bread.
this?
Nice.
Band.
Amazing.
Luke
Yeah, the
Priest
Ultimates,
designs looking
each
sexy
one of them
too.
is unique to the character. They're really something that we see like both defines them as well as creates a really great relationship with the team. We've got Kate going invisible. We've got JD that could call in like.
Oh, you're gonna be like, who do I play with? I don't know. That's gonna be quite tricky actually, because they're all quite cool abilities.
Yeah, it's like controlling the
works for
thing
you and works best for the team.
And they're per character, so it's not on a per role thing. So even if you have multiple engineers, each different character will have their own ultimate, so you can still mix and match.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's one of the great things I'm excited about is all those different play styles that you can find to kind of suit your personal play style.
Yeah, that's
So
one of the
funny
things
seeing
that,
Halo in the game.
This
That's
is
good.
probably the deepest Horde
Looks
we've
like
ever
it's
done.
killing
Those
us.
trainers are
Super
sexy. Look, the
accessible,
black and the
but
red.
the deepness allows you to go in
It's
and
coordinating.
set your skills, what character you want will give you your ultimate, but also that when you're collecting that power, you're not just
You must have
feeding the
listened to me
engineer.
last
I think Gears
time.
4, you're basically collecting power to get the engineer to build. Now you have perks, which you can go in and say, oh, I want to do more damage, I want to do more headshots, I want more ammo, I want more health. So you, as you're playing, you have this in-game progression that you can change who you are in the moment. And so you have out-of-game progression in the cards, and you have in-game progression.
Shoot.
It sounds like you're like mad with theory.
Oh, I
crafting
missed.
with that. Just like, alright, if I get this combination, these two teammates, and
Yeah, it'd be cool. But talking about accessibility, one of the things you talked to us about in Vancouver is all the different difficulty settings players are going to have access to. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things for us is realizing that Gears was going to be day and date in Game Pass and Ultimate Game Pass was that we realized we're going to have a bunch of people maybe who've never played the game before.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to create a lot more accessibility to the game, and whether that's accessibility features in terms of how you control, we have things like single stick control, ability to turn off camera shake, and all those sorts of things. But even also from the point of Jack was created from a perspective of being
Turn off
accessible
camera
because
shake.
Maybe some people.
Thank God.
Good at Gears. But the idea of like going into cover and pixel hunting, shooting, and all those sorts of things, like Jack doesn't have that. Jack floats above cover. Jack does area of effects attack. So if you have somebody who's just new to the game, they can come in as a support bot and they can help you. They can heal you.
So
they
if
can
no one
keep
wants
you,
to be
like,
Jack,
you know,
will Jack
buffed
just
up. They can
control
go and
himself?
repair stuff. They can
Guess
pick
so.
up weapons for you. So they don't have to be like wall balancing shotgunning. They can actually. just
Wall
part of the
balancing
game.
shotgunning.
We really wanted to make them like a really critical part of the team. It wasn't just about having
multiplayer though,
a
isn't it? It's
support
different-
class that
different
sort of
whole
stands in the
different
back and
setup.
does nothing. Jack is super critical. We really
Oh, that
wanted
jumper
to
too.
envision him as
Send me these
your
jumpers,
best buddy,
TC.
right? Like your best friend. Like each of the
I
other
deserve
classes.
it. I'm
I
cold.
want
I've wore this
Jack-
jumper for
I want-
10 years.
I want Jack to follow me, and that is something
Oh, we
that
even got-
now there's
we even
so
got
much
Gears 2
demand
on.
for Jack. When they're playing him, you just constantly feed like
old
you're feeding all these
school.
little birds.
And he has a
There's
crazy
two.
ultimate. Like he has this we call it hijack.
Yeah.
Because we're big about puns in
nice,
Vancouver.
nice.
And so hijack is it basically shoots a dart into an enemy and then takes control. So it possesses that enemy.
That's
so if you
wicked.
have something coming at you like a Scion with a boom shot, you can take it over and now Jack player becomes a Scion with a boom shot and can out destroy the enemy with that.
that's so cool.
Everyone's just going to want to be Jack's best friend. It's like, yeah, I'll take you out for dinner. Don't worry about it. Just follow me around in Gears. We'll be good.
Doesn't sound like quite enough glory for Benny, unfortunately. though.
Like Jack could collect power as well. That'd be quite good to
What
like
sort of
whiz
sets
around.
Horde mode in Gears 5 apart from the previous iterations? You've obviously explored a lot already, but
Yeah, I mean that's probably there's really a bunch of big differences. One is the ultimates. The other is this power tap that Ryan and the team came up with, which is probably you better.
Yeah,
explain.
so like we've added the power taps, which you saw in the video, which really add an element of territory control. We wanted to make Gears 5 not only the deepest, but also provide other ways to be successful by not just building fortifications. So the power taps appear every like 10 waves after you kill a boss. And that means that you have to really understand whether you want to move your base or just let it go. They're optional. However, they do provide a ton of power to power up your perks, to buy fortifications with. So if you decide to leave them alone, it's at your own peril. However, if you're ambitious and your team knows what they're doing, they can slowly expand their base to control more territory for more rewards.
Yeah.
Lots of options.
I really like
now
that.
From software to hardware. Got it? Because of the hoodie. At any rate, let's take a closer look at something Gears fans everywhere are sure to salivate over. It's the limited edition Gears 5 Xbox One X. We recently caught up with some of the minds behind the design. Take a look.
I always want Gears to stand unique in the way that it pushes on innovation and storytelling in the hardware. And that was
I want that Kate statue.
Okay, what are we doing with this? What story are we telling?
Sold out.
Put it in the corner of the lounge.
When we were designing the console, we imagined that Kate was walking across a frozen lake, like the one that you see in the E3 trailer, and something in the ice catches her eye, and she leans over and clears a patch of snow, and she sees a reflection of the Omen looking back at her. In reality, there are electronics in this console. There's no way we can put, you know, an Omen 2 inches inside of it. So we had to create an optical illusion that would make it look like there was an Omen trapped underneath the ice. We were able to express the idea by laser etching these ice cracks around the Omen. We've never laser etched that much before. I mean, the laser etching is all over the console. The ice is cracking all over the console. Theming the controller after
awesome.
Kate
I like the
Diaz
controller.
was
I
really
want it.
natural because she's
You can
like
buy on
the
its
main
own controller.
I want a
character in the
console.
game, and
They're
she
sold
is
out.
exploring this Arctic environment. She wears an Arctic armor, which is
The
new in the
grandmothers.
game, which was exciting to us.
Whatever we were going to work with in terms of accessories and hardware, we wanted to family with what the console was going to look like. And so we were able to work with Seagate on some amazing 5 terabyte and 2 terabyte drives that look basically
Oh,
like
they
mini
look
versions of the
cool.
console, which
Look at that.
was going to look perfect right next to it. And we worked with Razer on like keyboard and mouse. It's one of the first, I think, wireless keyboard and mouse for the console, and then get a whole family of products that all fit together.
So working with Rod is an awesome experience every time. He understands how to point out the meaningful moments that we can really pick up on as industrial designers and bring into the physical world. We always walk away from these design collaborations with him feeling like this product is so authentic. Like it couldn't be any more authentic because it's so closely tied to all of our conversations with him.
GG to anyone who got one. GG to the bank.
We're bottom line, but how amazing does that console look? I want it so much.
Massive congrats to the team designing that, because that is incredible. And the hard drive.
But it's
Yeah, I like the little hard drive. It looked like a little ice block.
You've also got some news with our friends over at Valve.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about that.
So the first time we're coming to Steam, and today you can start pre-ordering today for Gears 5 on Steam, and there'll be crossplay, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Crossplay. Love it.
Absolutely excellent. But that's not the only partnership news for Gears today. Rod, please.
Yeah.
Tell us what Gears plans to do with Halo.
We talked about the Ultimate Edition. We talked about being Ultimate Game Pass. We really didn't talk about what you get for doing that. So we're really happy to announce that we're actually putting in 2 characters from Halo Reach. Are going to be coming to Gears of War. So we have Kat and Emil.
Calm down.
And so they're going to be coming, and they have their own roles. They'll be playable in Horde and Escape. And
Will I get those?
You're going to have their own Ultimate.
Will I get those?
You want to talk about
I didn't get anything last
Yeah,
time.
so we really tried to be very authentic to Halo while still making it kind of integrate into the Gears world. So we've got the drop shield on Emil, and that we looked at Reach, and we wanted to make something that Halo fans would really recognize as true drop shield. And then we've got the hologram on Kat, and it's she's the subterfuge expert, and so she's going to distract the enemy while everybody else goes and does something else.
And it's the same actors. So we went out and we got the original cast, and so after a decade, we brought them back into the booth and we re-recorded.
It's the small details, and you know what? We've got a video that shows off exactly that. Check it out. Looks amazing.
It's cool.
Let's go! Activating drop shield.
Deception is my special.
I don't think I've ever played Halo Reach.
Hmm?
I don't think I've ever played it.
Have you not?
Gave up after 4.
Like, it just looks amazing. Every time I've seen it, I've gone, that looks sick.
And it's nice that it goes
Does
beyond
it?
the
Really
characters.
cool.
As you can see, they got custom weapon skins, custom banner, custom mark, like all the customization stuff that we have with it as well is really cool.
Yeah, I cannot wait to kind of like get my hands on with them. But we've been talking partnerships, and you've also got a clothing partnership, which I've lived in for, like, since E3.
Literally have to peel it off and please when you buy something else.
Occasionally.
Yeah. Washing, please.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working with the folks at Bathing Ape to create their. They have an ape line that you got a tease of at E3 with our blue.
Yeah.
And you
Oh, they're in the game.
Oh, they're in the game.
Well, so
Oh my
the blue is
god.
coming to inside the game. It's you can wear as part of Kate's sort of the camo.
That's
outfit.
really good.
And then we're actually do a physical line, which is going to be in red now, our red camo, which is going to be for sale at the Ape stores and at.
Oh, it's a shame they're not in the blue.
Stay there.
The blue.
I'm just wondering, you know, I just want to get my hands on it. I hear a red one, I've got a blue one. I need the red.
Needs the set.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool, and it's a different styles than what you saw from the blue at E3, and then different designs. And so I was intending to bring it with me today, but customs is fun. So
Honestly, it's probably a good joke,
it wouldn't have made it out here. I'm going to be honest.
Although I do enjoy the Canadian uniform you're wearing for me, so I appreciate that. It's very much appreciated.
So you got it in the Lumberjack Championships that Dana was in.
Dana was involved, yeah.
You need a bigger beard, though, if you're going to go lumber section.
Dana and his Lumberjack Championships.
Right. That's
yeah.
the main thing. But also, the streetwear lover in me is keen on what's in store for Gears and Bathing Ape. How can I get my hands on the hoodie? Because it's not here.
No, it's not. No, they have their stores like in New York and LA.
Yeah.
Again, it'll be limited on the Xbox Gear store, and then again you can get it in game.
All right, amazing.
I'm just gonna wear.
What about in the UK?
No.
That's gonna be it.
I'm very excited. Rod, you might be done on our stage, but you're going straight to the Gamescom opening night broadcast. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Since E3, we've heard a lot of people asking about well, what about the campaign? We're going to talk about Escape, we're going to talk Versus, we're going to talk Horde, which we were doing. People want to know about campaign, so I'm going over to talk to Jeff Keighley, and we're going to put out a new story trailer. All real-time cinematics is all from the story from the game itself, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Gears.
I'm so excited. But I just got to ask everyone in here, can we just get a huge round of applause for the Gears? It looks amazing. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us. All right, and I think it's safe to say we cannot wait for September 10th when Gears 5 officially launches. And don't forget, Gears 5
It's going to be a long 2 or 3 weeks.
Included on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I am so excited. So who's going to be picking it up on the 6th? Who's going to be playing it?
Me.
Or downloading it with our new internet.
Yeah, that's the point. We can actually download it.
Gamescom. Remember, the fun continues next month with more Inside Xbox on September 24th.
Well, that was emotional.
That was awesome. I think that looks really good, the Horde. Makes me really excited to play it already. It's going to be like a real conundrum who to play with, and we're like, I want to try them all. I think the only one that excited me the least probably was JD. The airstrike was cool, but I think the other ones...
there'll be other perks, but they won't say it, will they?
Oh yeah, no, I know. Be interesting. But just from like initial thing. What was that?
They're coming to London, aren't they, for the Microsoft store
okay.
November 14th. Should we go?
Thank you so much for watching.
We should. We don't have babysitters though. They're in Spain.
Mm.
Wow. Exciting stuff.